Alright, welcome back to the video walkthrough for the Last Pikeman. This is part 6, and we're going to try to beat Ninja Von Ninja. And hopefully make it further through the game once he's defeated, and it will be great. I'll try not to devote too much time on trying to beat him, just cause, you know, I figure I died enough times in the last video that it wouldn't really be entertaining at this point. So I'll try to keep it short and sweet. While I'm doing this preliminary stuff, I may as well explain his final form. In the third iteration, he throws 7 shurikens. I said 6, but it's 7. And then he jumps up top and shoots a giant dragon that shoots little sticky shurikens at you. And then he falls to the left-hand side of the screen and shoots his sword at you, and then an endless stream of machine gun bullets. So what you want to do there is hit the sword with your pike. And okay, here's the dragon, so just avoid the dragon. Okay, it doesn't drop the sticky shurikens, but it does bounce around a lot. Hit the sword with your pike and stay the hell away, or else you'll be hit by those shurikens. Huh. Actually, that went swimmingly, so super. That was really great. And we get a little music, and it's super good. Okay, so now we're back at the main stage, and you'll notice this epileptic block. And we're gonna just hop up on it and take the up path. Okay, now this part's kinda hard. But basically... I wonder if I did that right. Yes. Okay. Let me explain that without having to do it all over again. As you go up... I'll stand down here. As you go up on that platform, you're going to want to jump over those boomerangs as they're being thrown. And you'll notice that the gap gets closer and closer, so it's harder to dodge the boomerangs. By the time you get up here, fall to the left and land on top of this guy. Normally running into an enemy would kill you, but since there's an obvious path here, I figured people would maybe figure it out that if you land on him, it'll kill him. And you have to be that high or else you won't be able to make it over to the left far enough. And then you just jump up here. And let me see. So you jump up here, then you jump again, and they stop throwing boomerangs for some reason. Now that I think about it, that's kind of cheap, but whatever. That's sort of a glitch in the programming that you have to exploit to continue. So they're all dead, and you can jump up here and save. And now we've got 5 angels. And so you just get near enough to them. Damn. You're going to want to trigger them as evenly as possible. If you just stand here and let them get close enough to you, they'll end up triggering at different times and it'll be harder to dodge. Hit the spike trap. Whoops, I did not jump far enough. There we go. Something like that. Spike trap. No. Okay. Jump. 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 Spike trap. Okay, good. Okay, now here... there's a block that falls, so you want to watch out for that. Jump. Land stab. Jump up here. And then here. Big jump here. Trigger that spike trap. Jump onto this platform here. And okay, how to get past this? I think what you have to do is jump up, land, and stab them both at the same time. So you have to be close enough to stab them both. And then that block just falls and kills them. So that's great. We're making good progress. And okay, whoops. So there's a spike, nope. There's a spike here, jumps up and down, and then you just go up here. And these are supposed to be barrels. And what you want to do is... Trying to remember how to get past these barrels. I seem to recall that it's fairly infuriating. Jump, jump. Damn. Because as soon as you get up there, you're going to have to dodge a barrel, and it might end up killing you. So... Nope. Okay. I seem to recall this was left about as hard as it was in the original version of the game. For those of you that don't recall, I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but there was a version of this game, 0.7b, which was the original completed version of the game. And it was super hard, and so I ended up making another version that had a lot of things omitted / just made more sane. And that ended up being flawed because I was missing that that one block in that room I mentioned in the last video. So this is version 1.0, and yeah. So to get past those barrels, you just have to jump at the right time. It's hard for me to really explain it, but if you look at the video, then I think you'll see fairly easily. And then just jump up here, stab Donkey Kong, and then just keep going. And here we've got more of these fireballs. Same strategy as last time, just sort of weave in and out. And then right here, there's nothing you can do, that's just sort of to make you not go back. This is going to speed up to the left super fast, so at the very end, jump. Nope, nope, oh. Yeah, so it's kind of tricky. Yeah, okay, so let's try that again, huh? Yeah, because if you stand in that block while it's accelerating, you'll end up getting thrown into a wall. And no one wants that, so... Jump. No, I was too far to the left again. Or to the right again. And jump, jump. That block that I landed on is a safe block. Although if you're dead, then it's not that safe. Or maybe it's the safest block of all if you're dead. I don't know. But regardless, if you stand here, you won't get killed by fireballs. And that's something to rely on. Okay, so we'll jump here. We'll stand near the front. And then, okay, there we go. Okay, so the music stops. It was playing Robo Warrior before. Just sort of this NES game. Trigger those spikes. Stab this guy. Trigger that. Trigger that spike. That spike. And the third. Dang. Okay, I kind of figured that was going to happen. So trigger, trigger. Trigger, jump, stab, trigger, trigger, and trigger. Okay, good. Now this part, the stability of the world is broken down, so everything's sort of higgledy-piggledy. And I think if you head up here, jump over that guy, jump, and jump. Okay, so whoa, that was trippy. So let's try that again. Same general principle of stab, trigger, 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 etc. And we'll just do some simple jumps. There isn't really much danger except for that surprise sun thing. That and that isn't solid ground. That's kind of a trick too. So let's go ahead and stab, trigger, and all the rest. Okay. So that's enough of that. Jump, 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 jump. Trigger that sun. Good. Okay, so now this giant black edifice to the right is the final castle. And it's all very exciting. And sort of a stark contrast between the Last Pikeman, all yellow and stuff, and then the dark colors here. Oh, okay. Now this portion of the game has a lot more spikes. It's just got a lot more spikes. Dang. Okay, so just recall that those spikes just to the right of the middle will go up. So what you want to do is stay on the left-hand side, and no, I guess you do have to trigger them. Okay, so that's a little tricky. I thought you could maybe run past them, but apparently not. So you want to stay on the right, and then zoom left as they come up. Whoop, okay, there's more spikes there. The final level is sort of more in the spirit of the original game, where there was a lot more random stuff flying out of nowhere trying to kill you, at least initially. And some of it doesn't really hit you actually unless you keep moving forward, so you just gotta keep that in mind. Whoop! Whoa! Okay, so there was a spike trap that falls down there. So that's something to watch out for. Okay, so 3 spikes, and then several more spikes. Okay, I guess that's not terrible. So you're going to want to stand on the edge, trigger that, get it fairly far to the right, and then dang it. Okay, so you want to jump up there, but if you hit your head on the block, then it's problematic. There we go. Okay, so back here. Jump. Okay. Now there better not be any more falling spike shenanigans. That one is going to be falling up and then back down. Whoop. Okay. So there's a fake floor, but it brings you to a rising block. Okay, super. That's great. Why not? And then you want to jump up here. Whoops. Okay, so here the fixed height jump comes into play again. You want to jump, hit the ceiling, and then hold right. I disobeyed my own directions there. Hit the ceiling and then hold right. And then hold right and jump, and you should be able to get that past that spike. And here are some Jetpack McFuture ghosts, and they shoot bullets. So what you want to do is keep moving to the right. The bullets are kind of hard to see because there's sort of this ghostly debris floating around anyway, and it's only slightly bigger. They try to home in on where you're standing, so... And that's sort of a motif of this castle, is you're going to end up... Whoops. You're going to end up facing sort of ghost clones of the bosses. And they don't really do anything except for, you know, they're sort of a nice thematic touch. So just jump. It's best to kind of jump over them if you can. Okay, so here we are. Here you just hit the ledges there. And here there's there's an invisible block. So don't hit that and hit that spike down there. Just whoops. Just keep going, and it should all be fine. Whoops. Okay. Obviously... Whoa. Yeah, and if you hit your head, you will more likely than not hit the spike underneath you, like that. But if you're too far to the left, you'll end up hitting the spike, the other spike on the opposite side. So it's kind of a balance. And I doubt that I'm going to be able to make it within time. So I'm just going to keep jumping into spikes, I guess. And, okay, there. And then, okay. Well, we're running out of time, but we've managed to beat a boss, and we're on our way to the actual final battle, so stay tuned.